GST Tips Week 19. In GSTR-9B, the taxpayer has to give the differences between the supplies furnished in the GSTR-9 and the audited financial statements for interstate supplies, intrastate supplies, exports on which GST is not paid, and sales return in income sheet. In the income sheet, details of other incomes on which GST is not applicable with reference to ledger accounts. Similar to the sales details shown in the income sheet of GSTR-9B, inward supplies have to be shown in expenditure sheet along with the unit of measure and quantity. Also, reconciliation has to be provided for expenditure as per the P&L at the legal entity level and expenses at the state level basis of accounting head. In Annexure 1 of GSTR-9B, the taxpayer has to furnish a reconciliation statement for the outward supplies made in a particular state to the financial statements with the following details: supplies made under barter, supplies to related parties, transactions carried out as a pure agent or money exchanger, and other supplier notified by the state and the central government from time to time. All these details should be provided in Section A of Annexure 1. In Annex 1 of the GSTR-9B, the data related to revenue has to be furnished. In Section D, adjustments, differences on account of time of supply, the taxpayer has to show the opening unbilled revenue and the closing unbilled revenue. In Annex 1 of GSTR-9B, the effective turnover per state has to be furnished, and it is derived like this: total turnover as per financial statements, less turnover of other states, add inward stock transfer. This is to be computed for each GST and filed along with the annual return GSTR-9. In Annex 2 of GSTR-9B, the taxpayer has to furnish a reconciliation statement for the inward supplies made in a particular state to the financial statements with the following details: supplies for which consideration is paid, and under barter, supplies to related parties, transactions carried out as a pure agent or money exchanger, and other supplies notified by the state and the central government from time to time. All these details should be provided in Section A. In Section B of Annex 2 of GSTR-9B, the taxpayer has to show additional information which is not included in the financial statements, like the amount has to be incurred by supplier but the recipient has paid the same, inward supplies at a reduced price, royalties or license fee to be paid by the recipient but paid by the supplier, incidental expenses incurred by the supplier, out-of-pocket expenses, subsidies received or any other taxes or levied paid other than taxes under GST.